Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. In this opportunity, I would like to tell you guys about how to perform better or good in your presentation. Well, I think everybody wants to perform best in their presentation, right? Well, to achieve that, you need to prepare a lot about your presentation, about yourself, and anything else. And here is it. Some tips of how to perform good in your presentation. Well, the first tips is speak more louder. Well, if you speak more louder in your presentation, why is it important to speak louder in your presentation? Because if you speak too small, with small voice, the audience will not hear you clearly. Maybe they will not hear about the information that you tell to them, or maybe they will mishear about your material that you spoke. And the second tips is face the audience. By facing the audience, it can make the audience feel that you are talking to them. And if you didn't face them, they will feel like, well, why I should be here? Isn't it facing me? It's like I'm not important for him. So it is important for you to face the audience when you do the presentation. And the third is, do not read too much about your material. This one is also important for you, especially it has some connection with the second tips. Why it's important to not read too much about your presentation? Because like this, if you do presentation and you read too much about your presentation in the paper, and you just focus on your paper, the audience will get your audience, well, maybe they will get less belief in what you have said, because you just read about your material. It's just like, it's not public speaking, it's not speaking, it's not presentation, but you are just reading material, reading a book, or reading a book to the audience. So it is important for you to not read too much in your materials. And the fourth is, you should make yourself relax when you do presentation. Why it is important to get more relaxed when you do presentation? Well, if you get nervous in your presentation, I think you will know what will happen. When you get nervous, you can easily forget about your material that you have prepared. You will get confused with everything that you planned. All the materials that you have arranged, it will get ruined. You will forget about your materials, have difficulties to find the right word to say about your materials or anything else. And the 5, this is also important. Turn off your phone. Why you should turn off your phone? Because you didn't want to get disrupted when you do your presentation, right? When you do presentation and your phone is turned on, and then you have call, I think you will be disrupted when you do I think it will disrupt your presentation. For the last tips, you can do your presentation to make a good presentation. You can add some story in your presentation. The story maybe contains some several inspiration, motivation, or maybe your personal stories. When you deliver your story, you should confidence about your story. You should not get nervous about your story. You should not confused about that. And also, why it's important to use some story in your presentation, because by telling a story, the audience can get more relaxed in your presentation, and also they will get not easily bored, because I think some of people get easily bored when they just hear about materials. So story is important for you. It's important because it can make the situation more relaxed. That's all the tips for perform better or good in your presentation. If there are any mistaken word from me or any mistaken information that I delivered, I do apologize. Thank you so much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.